Okay, right to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof stars. I'm on a grind like we're chasing the stars. For Millmore to do Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie and Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. For Millmore to do that.
Good evening and welcome to Terry's Talk. I'm King Bush and we're in the party mood tonight. This is going to be a positive podcast for a change.
We'll see.
Tom with us. How you doing, Tom?
Yeah, really good, mate. Yeah, I'm just glad that I don't have to wear my wife's bra and knickers now, mate, because I called it bang on. Bang on. I said 10 o'clock, be sacked. Thank God.
You did, to be fair to you, and it's coming. But I still made a nice AI video of you that's going around.
Yes.
That's quite good. We've got Pete with us, the legend, the voice of reason, and he's in party mood as well. How you doing, Pete?
Yeah. All good, mate. I just want to say one thing, really. I do feel sorry for Hamshaw. I think no, board and chairman sold him out. They should have sacked him months ago. And they've let it carry on and carry on. For me, I know he's not a good manager and stuff like, but they let it go on too long for me. They should have got rid ages ago.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I do feel a bit sorry for him.
See, this has even brought me to drink. I don't drink alcohol, but I've got some strawberry flavoured AU vodka for tonight because I am getting wasted. I'm buzzing that this man has been sacked. The big boy has gone, and you know the wrong uns, they're hurting. I'm going to read some comments out from Paul Davis as well, which were, just insane. And obviously we're going to read Matt Hamshaw's statement out. I'm going to go through the comments as well, so bear with me because we've got a lot of comments coming in. A lot of people already joining the live. I really do appreciate you guys. And it's going to be a struggle to see because I'm like in darkness here in my Tom Ford sunglasses. So I might struggle to read you out. In fact, I might take them off because it just...
I can read them if you want, mate. I don't mind.
I'll let you read them because I just want to enjoy this moment. Do you know what I mean? Right, okay. If you read them out, that'll be fantastic.
So first up, we've got Kaylee Wilson. Tommy was right, but can you still put the bra on, lads? Are we having a party? One would imagine we are, Kaylee. And the bra, who knows? I'll see if she'll lend me one. This is a live phone-in show as well, so look at that link there. Follow it. Come on. Have a chat with us. See what your thoughts are. Pro Hammy, negative Hammy, or what you think about Lee Clarke. I've got PQH001. Bedtime here. F tired after watching last here in Nairobi. That's in Kenya. That's the capital of Kenya.
Yeah, there was PQH was on last night. So thank you again for tuning in. Really do appreciate it.
He or she says, far from happy. It's indicative now that the state of the club. I've been 100% Tony, but now he should sell. He saved us, legend. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's from PQ. And then I've got Tony Wood here. To be fair, anyone bar Darren Moore, I welcome to the club. The late sacking of Matt Hamshaw will probably mean we're gone. We'll come on to that as well, pal. Kaylee Wilson's back with us. I want Darren Moore or Darren Ferguson. We'll see. Let's see how Clarkey does. Breaking out the Tenants. Bavarian Pilsner. Cheers.
Good lad. Good lad.
Good lad. I like it. Kaylee. Tom Swift's here. Can't knock the club within 4 hours. Had a plan to appoint Clarke. Unfortunately, it could be too late, potentially. Kaylee Wilson. Bushy, what do you think about Lee Clarke? Go on, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with Lee Clarke is it's not I'm happy for anybody to come in, really. I think anybody's better than Matt Hamshaw. I can't say that I think he did okay at some clubs. He's not really managed for a while. But I do know that when Steve Evans was interviewed, Tony Stewart also interviewed Lee Clarke. And apparently, I think he was runner-up to behind Steve Evans for getting that job because Tony Stewart was really impressed with how he interviewed. I think he'll have good connections within the game because he was a very good football player at Newcastle. So he could have links to that area. Who knows? We may get a Dan Barlasser back next season with Lee Clarke in charge. That's if he keeps us up, I think he keeps the job. What do you think, guys? What's everybody? I mean, I've put a poll actually. I'll just do that now. So I put a poll in. So keep voting on that. Votes on it so far. Happy with Lee Clarke till the end of the season. Yes, says 78% and 22% say no. So if you have said no, tell me why you're not happy with the appointment. Come on if you want. Follow that link. It's attached in the thing. You don't even have to show your camera. You can just come on. We had somebody on the other day with not the camera. Is really good as well. But come on, give your view of why you don't think Lee Clarke is a great appointment or a good appointment.
Can I just say something, Bushy? I had a message off Russ before. I don't know, you've probably seen this. Lee Clarke apparently played with Rob Scott at Fulham. Is that correct? And
yeah, he did, yeah.
Maybe that's why he's contacted him, or maybe that's been in the pipeline, as it were.
No, I think Tony Stewart has always had an admiration for him. Like I say, he was really high thought of in the interview process when Steve Evans came, and I believe Lee Clarke was runner-up. So potentially that's happened. Maybe though, maybe Rob Scott has got something to do with it, but that would be a bit of a kick in the teeth for Matt Hamshaw because that's like kind of backstabbing him a little bit. But yeah.
So once again here, join the channel. This is from our bot. Join the channel membership here. Follow that link. Get your badge. Get the badge in. Come on, let's have it. What we got else here? Danny. See people saying the club have moved quickly. No, they haven't. 6 months too late. Yes, I think that's. I think we agree with that, don't we? I think.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this should have been done. The perfect time was to have done it is in January. We had that international break, so we could have got a manager in who would have got his own players, his own recruitment. And it would have given him time because there was a break as well. I think it was about a 2-week break we had. He would have had time to implement a plan. So, yeah, the club hasn't acted quickly in a sense of they've done this. This has been done way too late, in my opinion. And I still personally think we will probably go down. But it gives us more of a fighting chance. And I really hope we do stay up now. But... yeah, I don't think we acted slowly today. I think today was a really good sign that actually this hasn't just been an overnight thing where they've just sacked him and then think, right, what do we do now? They actually know it's not been going well and they've actually been actively looking. So they must have spoken to Lee Clarke before they've even sacked him to... Apparently he got sacked when he got off the team bus, I'm told as well. So he was actually sacked last night, and Lee Clarke was appointed this morning. So, yeah, the club did move act fast. So you've got to credit them there. I think one of the commenters said earlier about Tony Stewart and his legacy. He's in danger of ruining this legacy now. Regardless of what happens, you can say Matt Hamshaw's football was dreadful, but it is Tony Stewart that reduced the wage bill. It's still good enough to compete at this level, but it's not a top 3 or top 4 budget when we're paying top 3 and top 4 prices. So if you're not going to charge the fans top 3 or 4 prices, there ain't a problem reducing the budget. But if you're still going to charge the fans, that's what they're paying for. They're paying for football value. And if you're reducing the budget, below a top 3 or 4, you need to reduce the ticket prices to below a top 3 or 4. Lincoln, their budget is in the top 4, I believe, now. But they're playing the highest ticket prices in the league. But you don't mind paying them prices when you're top of the league and doing well and the football's decent. We're paying top prices for shit football. And that is the worry. I mean, Stewart was a legend by saving the club, took us to a great stadium in the centre of Rotherham, and he delivered on everything he said he was going to do at the first. But time takes hold of everybody. He's getting old, yeah? He's slowing down. He's probably not making the right decisions that he'd made 10 years ago. He's not as switched on as he once was. And I think the disruption with Phil Smith coming in played a big factor in him not sacking Hamshaw. And I think that was a mistake. And I don't know the intentions of Phil Smith to do that, other than trying to get the club on the cheap as it'll be a League Two club when he comes to purchase it. And if that's the case, that's a horrible thing to do to an old geezer that's going through a tough time, lost his wife, lost his brother. Because you've got to think all these things happen. He's only a human like the rest of us, Tony Stewart, yeah? So you lose your brother, you lose your wife. Do you really think your focus would be on your work at that stage of your life? Is what age is he? 80 something, 70 something? I'm not sure of his age.
I think
in the 80s.
Yeah, I think he's in his 80s.
Even at our age, you lose your wife and you lose your brother. Come on, man, you're not going to be fully with it. So
No.
sometimes you've got to say he's took the eye off the ball. I think it's more the people that he's put in place to do jobs, i.e. your Paul Douglas's, your Rob Scotts, all of these people. They needed to step up to the plate and they haven't really done it. So yeah, but I am happy that he's gone. Nobody really likes seeing a manager sacked. I know we're having a bit of a laugh and a joke and having a party, but I just think the only reason we're doing that is because it does give us that little fighting hope that we can actually go into games and win them. We might not do, you know what I mean? We might not do, but it does give us that glimmer of hope. Sometimes it's the hope that kills you, but at least we've got something to hang us out on.
I think I want to echo what Pete said and what you've said. Matt Hamshaw, right? Do you know what? Family man. Look, listen.
Take these off now.
It's all. This is obviously. I felt sorry for Hammy because nobody's going to walk away from a job when you've got a 3-year contract or whatever. It'd be 2 years now or whatever. You ain't gonna leave that. He should have been took out of the firing line in January. This January, to be honest with you, he should have been took out of the firing line. He should never have been given 3 years, first and foremost. So I'm happy that he's been relieved, and I reckon he is massively relieved that he's out of this. So listen, he sails off into the sunset. This is not like me or Pete or yourself, Bushy, or the working man, woman, whatever, losing their job where we have to go to the job centre tomorrow. He'll have a negotiation where he's been paid out the last 2 years of his contracts, whatever. He'll be sitting pretty, and he'll get another coach.
Oh, he'll get his full contract paid out because he's been sacked. He's not he's not resigned.
Exactly. So I mean,
so he had a 3-year contract. He'll probably end up at MK Dons with Paul Warren.
Yeah, of course he will.
Some coaching.
Of course he will. But just come into this one here. It's usually the ones we expect not to do much actually turn out to be good managers. The only feeling I had with that was Warney, to be honest with you. The rest, I thought there would be crap. So, yeah, I don't know what you think about that, gents.
I'll go through some more. I'd argue the first pros are outperforming these pros we've got. They're showing more fight, that's for sure. Evening, lads. Already tipsy from being on the booze. But do you think we will stay up now? So I'll start with you, Pete. Do you think we'll stay up now?
I think we've got to win 5 games, haven't we? We've only won 9 all season. So I think we're down, mate. It's too late for me. Well, see who comes back from injury. They all might turn back up at weekend. You don't know, do you?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a tough one, innit? But
it's
I
a
think we're
tough
down.
ask. Like
I
you
think we're
say,
down.
we've got to produce form. We've
Mm.
not produced all season.
No.
We've got to produce promotion form now. But what I would say is run of games after Lincoln is pretty good. We've got some winnable games in there. Barnsley at home. We've got Leyton Orient. We've got, I think, Wigan.
Basically,
Port Vale.
season,
We've got Port Vale.
Port
Season's-
Vale as well.
season's going to start after Saturday, really, innit? So
Yeah.
Saturday, just
I mean,
chalk
if
it
we
off.
go to Lincoln and get a result, get a point
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, I mean, even nick it. Because what you've got to remember is we keep forgetting how bad this league is. We beat Lincoln at home. We battered them. Yeah. So we can beat Lincoln. There's no question about that. And we've got a good record at, well, it used to be called Sinsel Bank. I don't know what it's called anymore. But we have got a good record against Lincoln. So it wouldn't surprise me going there and winning 2-1. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't. And especially with the new manager bounce. And that is the hope that kills you. Because a new manager bounce, but now we've only got 9 games, is your promotion form. But that happens in a new manager bounce. You look at Blackpool, when they first got their manager, when they sacked theirs, Steve Bruce, they went up to about 10th in the table after about 8 or 9 games, and then they dropped back off. We only need that little bounce where I think we need to win 4 games. We've got another guest with us. Just bear with me, just so I can add another camera. Just
John.
bear with me a second. Oh, God, what's that?
Not Adam, is it?
It's John. It's John.
Camera spot.
It's worse. It's John. Only joking, John. Do you want me to add him?
Hello.
John, hello.
John.
Took a
Good
little
evening.
bit longer to get you in there than I
okay.
normally do, but I didn't have a camera slot.
It's because you're hiding in your nan's basement. It's hard to type.
I know, my nan's basement. Terrible, my nan's basement. She's allowing me to have a drink tonight as well.
Oh God, steady on, Lee.
I've
Steady on.
got my sunglasses
Have
on
one
as
for me,
well,
please.
God,
I
I'm
don't
ready.
drink, so
I'm ready for action tonight. Don't worry.
have one for me because I don't drink. So
No, I don't. But tonight I've got a bit of vodka AU and I'm going to enjoy it.
I do.
cheers. That's deodorant, but never mind. Anyway,
So, John, you're in a 2-team W.
so and so.
The second team is Newcastle, and we've got
Yeah.
Lee Clarke. Does that make you happy?
I'm going to be real, boys. I'm not full of excitement with this appointment. His managerial record doesn't really shout we're going to survive, does it? But he hasn't played a game for us yet, managed a game for us. So
And
hopefully things will.
Another positive, John. It's not Matt Hamshaw.
Well, I mean, Tom, by the way, absolutely nailed it. What was it? The podcast last night. 10 o'clock, he'd be gone. Well done, Tom, for that big shout out there.
Cheers, mate.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, very, very good. I mean, it's at the end of the day, right? If we like Matt Hamshaw or didn't like Matt Hamshaw, it's still a person in a job. I don't think any of us would say we're happy that someone's been sacked. Okay, no matter the circuit, it's like saying, Lee, I'm glad you got sacked for nicking that hair dye from Tesco.
I know. How did I get sacked for nicking hair dye? Like, I nicked some.
But you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say like, yeah, it's been crap, but to see someone lose the job, it is a bit crap. I know that's a bit weird to think about, but I think it's been.
He's got a golden handshake, like I did with my hair dye. I got a golden handshake, so I got.
And you got to write an open letter as well,
and thousands of pounds. So I was loving it, and he's got a 3-year deal, so he'll be loving it.
Yeah, but also have you read the open letter? Because it was a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to read that out in full. Actually,
okay.
Once we've got through, so I'm going to read the open letter out on here, and I'm also going to take clips of Paul Davis's virtual crying blaming everybody on social media for getting him the sack. So
Yeah, because it's come out that he was his
basically
biggest
blaming
ally,
us.
right, or something.
What's
He
that?
wanted him to stay, didn't he? He wanted him to stay. That new lad.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, we will read a couple now, and I'll ask you all your opinions on each snippet that I've took. Because I've only took snippets of it, so let me just get the snippets up. So,
can you drag me out and drag me back in while I nip downstairs because the little one's coming up to bed, Lee? Is that all right?
Yeah. Dissent had been growing, amplified to an unbearable degree by the roar of the social media mob. Yeah? But also, it has to be said, expressed by the increasing portion of most the sober majority who make their pilgrimage to S60. What are your thoughts on them comments? I'll start with you, Tom.
I don't know what that means. If I'm being honest with you,
I know what it means.
I know what it means, but yeah.
I mean, like pilgrimage to S60. Is that what's that? That Chef Wednesday or what? Or New York? What? I'm out of date.
No, S60 is New York, isn't it?
Is it New York?
But it's basically the home fans. It's basically the home fans that are regularly going. Basically, saying obviously there's a loud section like the online mob. It's the same sort of loud section, but now he's also saying the ones that are sober, because the loud ones are drunk in his eyes. The loud ones, but the sober ones had started to also voice some concerns.
Right.
So your New York talk was starting to, because last night I think I spoke to Kev and he said that it's time for him to go. So I'm guessing the full mob of that end of they're the sober ones apparently.
So because they thought we would best do it, so they didn't listen to the unsober ones, as it were.
Yeah, and the social media mob, which I'm guessing he's aimed at me because he's blocked me.
Do you know what I don't get with this social media mob? We live now in a social media world where we can all have an opinion, we can all put it online, we can all come on a podcast. Doesn't matter if you're the Rotherham manager, the Accrington manager, or the Dog and Duck manager, right? It makes no odds at all. You come into management knowing that if you do not perform, there's going to be channels out there that are going to criticise your methods, your tactics. It's part and parcel of the game. If he goes to another club, right, and performs the way he's done at Rotherham United, he will get the exact same experience, if that makes sense. This is just what happens. This is the 21st century. This is the tech world now. Where
it's nothing new. Nothing that happened to Matt Hamshaw didn't happen to Matt Taylor. Every football manager in the whole of the football league experiences this sort of criticism. The bigger the club, the bigger the criticism. Imagine the sort of level of stuff. So I think it's new to Rotherham that people are seeing my AI videos and it's shocking them a little bit. But if you support like a big club like Manchester United, the managers are forever getting this sort of stuff, and it's just the norm. You know what I mean? You probably don't get Manchester United blocking sort of podcasts. You don't get that petty, but it does with Rotherham because they're not used to it, I guess.
But I completely agree. I mean, honestly, Lee, right? The one thing that I will say, and I always say this in a pub down the time, right? If social media existed when Alex Ferguson was in charge of Manchester United before they became good, he'd have probably been sacked.
Potentially.
There's one for you to ponder over. But look, that's back then. That's whatever. And
I'm going to go through some more comments quickly, and then I'll ask P his opinion on that question, and then we'll go to the next question. And I'll repeat the question just so John can give his answer as well. But I'll just read these out first. So, great respect and summary of Tony, but he is tired. Tough time. I'll say if you go back to 2008, but he should sell. But I feel non-exec guy, far from ideal. I just don't trust him. Yeah, and that is a great Post by PQH. I totally agree with you. I do not trust Phil Smith at all, not as far as I could throw him. I think he's there to get a little bit of limelight. Reminds me a bit of sort of when it was Neil Freeman and Millers 05 type of thing. All talk and didn't really put the money up. Wait till we find out what happens when European clubs like Real Madrid or any Italian clubs lose a game. Think people at this club would faint. Yeah, totally agree, because they're waiting outside for them in the car park. Real Madrid.
Exactly.
I mean, we're tame compared to that. Would you let Clarke road dog you and drop a load if you what? Is it that important to the team? No, I wouldn't root vegetable, but I'm pretty sure you like the root because you've got it in your name. So I reckon Clarke would root row you, dirty style, doggy style. He'd take your dog in fact. You, Stan Collymore, and Clarke. How about that? In a dogging park in Birmingham somewhere. Yeah, probably. Danny, I'm with Bush here. Thank you for everything, Tony. But time to step away, focus on yourself. After everything he's been through the past year, always will be remembered for playing a key role in the history of the club. But to be fair to him, he's put people in a position to take the workload of running the club, and team Douglas Smith, Rob Scott, and obviously the manager have to take the blame. And that's what I was saying, and that's why Danny does agree with me. And I totally agree with that. You can't put it all on a bloke that's actually saved it. Like, I remember the times before we come with everything that were going off. And in fairness, other than the Premier League, which were a silly statement to make, he delivered on everything. And he's given us some of the best times I've had supporting Rotherham United. So I will always be thankful to Tony Stewart. And I think he is in danger of ruining his legacy. That is my worry now, because it is starting to turn toxic within the club. I said this when we stacked Steve Evans, be careful what you wish for. And we got him at Hamshaw, and it were careful what you wish for, because that's turned out horrendous. And then you sack back Hamshaw. There's only so many managers you can sack where you say there's a bigger problem than just the managers here. Behind the scenes at the football club has been very bad for a long, long time. And that needs to be addressed because no manager really is going to address that. I think Paul Warne did a lot behind the scenes when he was the manager that people didn't see. And I think that makes the job he did better than what some people will possibly give him credit for. I'm not a massive Paul Warne fan. I didn't like his football, but the job that he did, you've got to say, was a good job under the circumstances again, because nobody else has been able to reciprocate it, really. I mean, you had Matt Taylor for one season, but then the second season, the whole recruitment was wrong, and it all went to pot. But yeah, don't think Dawson will ever play a game for us, Kayla. Hope James is back. Yeah, I think James will be back. I think he just had a sickness bug, from what I was led to believe. Lee Clarke was a hard fucker on the pitch and won't take no shit. Our defence was a gamble last night. Lenny Agbear would never wear a Millers shirt again. Who are the 6 players still in contract for next season up the Millers? Would you put... So who are the 6 players still in contract for next season? Without looking, I'm not sure.
One's Nombe for sure.
Agbear.
Yeah, Nombe's got an extension.
No. Yeah.
Is this in contract or out of contract?
In contract. We haven't got many that are in contract.
Well, you got
I think Yearwood. Is it
Martha Hall.
Yeah. Agbari, Martha Hall. Nombe can trigger an extension, which they will, but they'll sell him. Ted Can, maybe. And
that's pushing it, isn't it? Ted Can.
Who would be the other one? Oh, I
think Ted Can is,
Cover, ain't it?
Cover.
Aye, Cover, yeah.
Interestingly, Lee, can I bring something up here, pal? I see something shared today. We've recalled Josh Ayres today.
Have we?
Yeah. So is that obviously that'll be Clarke's recall. Surely he's the manager. They've recalled
He's
him.
come in and recalled him. Yeah, it were
So that
one of those
tells me
clauses that he didn't get enough games. I don't know the full ins and outs, but he's recalled him as soon as he's come in. Yeah,
that tells me that we've got an issue up front. Somebody's out.
Oh
for a
yeah,
while.
because Gray's injured, isn't it? Still.
So that means Josh Ayres is obviously part of Clarke's plan the rest of this season.
Would you put Dawson in goal on Saturday? Do you think all the players will be back for Saturday? Hopefully, we'll have a solid lineup and a good bench. So I'll start with you, John. Would you put Dawson in goal on Saturday?
I wouldn't, and I feel like the manager will. And we can't say it's Ted Cahn's fault. The 5-0. It was a horrendous evening. He's been solid up to yesterday, wasn't it? Now, yeah. God, I get my days mixed up. I would say I think he will. I think he'll change a few things. It'll be sad when Dawson does come back in the team because I think Cahn, apart from obviously the fight, has been outstanding. To be quite honest.
Yeah. Pete, would you?
No.
No.
To be fair, Can pulled off a 8 save last night.
Yeah,
that had
it
a
was
little
a
shot,
good
but it
save,
was a
but-
good save. But you can't blame him for
I mean,
5
one of them
No.
goals, though, he came out like Mickey Mouse, didn't he?
Yeah,
He came out like
But-
Dawson did a few weeks ago, out the edge of the
Yeah.
area, and fluffed it, didn't he? And slid into
but he has been getting confidence, hasn't he? More he plays, so I'd keep him in.
Keep Can. Tom,
Yeah.
what would you do?
I can predict what Clarke's going to do. There was zero experience at the back yesterday. Zero, right? He'll bring in Dawson. He'll bring Dawson back because Can's conceded 5. He'll bring Dawson back in as a voice at the back, as a more of a senior pro. I think Dawson and Can, either which or the other, are the least of our problems. So I think Clarke will see it as an experienced pro who might have got a bit more of a voice and a bit more of authority. So I think he will bring Dawson back in on Saturday.
I think he'll go with his most experienced players. That's my view. You usually find when a manager comes in, a new manager, they'll always go with the experience. So you'll probably see Kelly playing.
probably Raf.
Yeah, you'll see Watmore probably up front. You might even see, I think you possibly will play Biancheri as well. And that's another good thing. Hopefully he'll play Biancheri because, he was part of a very attacking Newcastle team when he was playing for Newcastle. So, yeah, could do. It would be interesting to see what type of football Clarke plays. He hasn't managed in God knows how long, got to show more fight and spirit, surely. Yeah, I think he is a bit... It's tough. We've got to go bank on Clarke pulling out a Warnock-level run. It depends on how motivates the squad. If you can do that, we might be okay.
I know what I've noticed with Clarke. He likes to play a 4-4-2, doesn't he? He likes a solid back four, so...
I think he might even do a 4-3-3. With the players we have available, I'm going to guess some ill players or unfit players are going to be back on Saturday.
Before at back, anyway.
Yeah, well, I think we'll go 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2. I think so, you're right.
He's an attacking manager. It's more passing, but he's an attacking manager.
Yeah. We'll see a different setup, definitely.
Yeah.
Jamie RUFC says Ayres has been recalled. Callum says, I doubt we'll stay up. The right, who says, Hamshaw was a shite manager, simple, glad he's gone. Tony Stewart took the cheap option, and now the club and the fans are paying the price. Good riddance. Yeah, I do agree with that. I'd argue, I think we've done all them. I think we're up to date with the comments. So I'll go back to, let me just get, I think we're back to, hang on, there's a few more. So Russ, hopefully Clarke is better taker than Ian Huntley. Yeah, I hope he is as well, Ross. Hopefully, yeah. I really don't understand why Tony has to away. Surely he wasn't wanting to settle down now. And I know it might be ambition, but his age just needs to retire. It's not good for him. James, I think, could be wrong. I don't think James has got any contract left after
Reece
this.
James, I don't think so. No.
I think that's his last season, but I could be wrong. He might have an extension in there. Onwards and upwards, it can't get any worse. Big 9 games up the Millers from Ross. Yeah, totally agree with you. It can't get any worse. So I'm going to go back to this question to you two. So I'll start with you. So dissent had been growing, amplified to an unbearable degree by the roar of the social media mob. But also, it had to be said, expressed by an increasing portion of most sober majority who make their pilgrimage to S60. So, Pete, what is your thoughts on those comments from Paul Davis?
End of the day, we don't pick the team, we don't do the tactics, we just said it how it is, don't we? And he's saying the mob, or what it last season with Evans mobbing
The
him
mob.
out.
Yeah, they were
Agreed.
the mob.
Sheffield.
Agreed.
So is that right? Coming on to us, he was worse last year.
Yeah.
Calling Evans out
And that's
all the
why,
time.
Pete, you
So-
are the fucking voice of reason,
Voice of
my
reason.
friend. Yeah, exactly.
Practice
Can't
what you
do
preach.
reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But no, you raise a great point there, Pete, because they hounded him out.
They
And,
did.
and like I said on last night's show, the questioning of Radio Sheffield to Steve Evans were disgraceful at times.
Yeah.
They were telling him every word that they were chanting to him. And Matt Hamshaw never got any of that.
No.
Bushy.
Tom?
Clip that what Pete said because he's bang on the money with that.
Yeah, I will. I'll clip
Bang on
it.
the money.
We'll clip it up. We'll clip it up, baby. John, what are
Hello.
your thoughts on those comments made by Paul Davis?
Well, Paul, Mr. Block, everyone who doesn't agree with you, Davis, couldn't care less what he has to say. He was banned from the club because he didn't, support the regime. He's been allowed back to the club. He blocks every Tom, Dick and Harry if you go against what he says in his press conferences. I give him, this is the funny thing, I said he did a good article and he blocked me, the swine. Anyway. I think, yes. I mean, what is he expecting? Like
Swine!
what is he expecting? Like party poppers and balloons after a 5-0 loss? Of course the fans are going to be on his back. He's the manager. Pete makes a good point. He picks a team. I go to the games. I don't go there and go, lads, play shit at 5 at the back and maybe 2 in the middle and 1 up front and out for best. Goalkeeper going to have a wander down Local Park to Clifton Park every day. No, I go with my daughter and say, right, lads, let's hopefully get a result. I'm not expecting anything. Cardiff was, Cardiff. But we're not the blame. I can get it a little bit when he's going about the younger players being influenced here. But you're a football player. If you go to a builder, that wall's shit, he has to rebuild it. Period. They're footballers. It's their job. Get on with it.
Yeah, agreed. I'm going to go through some more comments and then I'll go through some more of his quotes. Rotherham United, he'll want a big man up top to play Nombe and Watmore at the side, as well as Gray being injured. Yeah, so, that's a good point from Rotherham United. Tom Swift, least Ayres will put effort in. I was disappointed how Hamshaw treated him. Yeah, I agree with you. To say he's meant to be great with young players, that he's mistreated quite a few of them this season. Biancheri, Ayres, the other lad that went out on loan.
McGuckin,
yeah. Who I've actually spoken to relations of McGuckin's who are absolutely fuming. And it does, and Hamish Douglas.
The one at Cambridge, yeah, Hamish, yeah.
Hamish Douglas and a few other first team players and ex-players like the post on Instagram about Matt Hamshaw being sacked. So that does tell a tale as well. Long ball hasn't worked because we're pumping it to Nombe or Martha, so he'll want to test Ayres. Yeah, that could be
I think it's massively telling that he will have. This is why I'm already impressed, actually, in a weird way. Obviously, Clark's had a look and went, right, who's my target man? Who have I got? Well, you got Jordan Hugel injured, we've got Sam Nombe, Harry Gray's injured, and got Watmore. That's it. And he's gone, right, who else have we got? This lad here. get him recalled. So do you know what? He's starting to look. It might be crap and it might be shit. But you know what? For the first time, we can actually say none of these players are his players. He's been given a hose and a firefighting kit to try and save this club from relegation.
Yeah,
that's
so
true. That's very true.
Basic tools. Get this boy back. He scored a couple of goals in the Mickey Mouse Pizza Cup, whatever. So why not? It's positive steps in a dire situation.
Well, as you say, Tom, as well, it's a change, right? And this is what we've been crying out for. It's a positive change. Yeah, we're not asking him to be like Haaland and score 50 goals for us, but it's a change. The new manager's already come in and said, these are our issues. What can we do to solve them? That's all we're asking for as fans.
Agreed,
Yeah.
Tom. Agreed.
Kimberly Ellis says, who will put Dawson in goal? Don't talk wet. Keep can, surely. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what I would do personally, is put Dawson in goal. I'm just saying usually when a manager comes in, he usually goes with the experienced players. If you look statistically, despite Dawson making them bad mistakes and obviously the spats with the supporters, statistically he made the most saves. He was in the top 3 goalkeepers for League One for making saves.
He is a good goalkeeper.
I'm not saying he's a great goalkeeper and he shouldn't be dropped, but I'm just saying a new man coming in with fresh eyes, I think will go for experience. We could be wrong if Can stays in goal. He doesn't deserve to be dropped, like Pete said. He made a fantastic save. I think he was at fault for one of the goals, but the other goals he couldn't really do much with. But yeah, I'd keep Cam personally, but that wasn't the question. The question was, what do we think Clarke will do?
He'll put Dawson in goal, I guarantee it, because he can mitigate that by saying the keeper conceded 5 and need voices on the pitch.
Just before we move on,
he was the best player on Saturday. Sorry, John.
Sorry.
Go on.
I was just going to say, I think it's important because Kimberly, I know she's tweeted last night, her partner was in quite a bad accident. So Kimberly, I hope everything's well with your partner.
Yeah.
And we are, as a Rotherham United family, we're all sending positive thoughts to your partner and your family.
Yeah, definitely, Kimberly. If that has happened to your partner, we do wish him a speedy recovery. It's not a nice thing to go through. I've been there myself. Lee, what do you think the lineup will be?
Who's available?
Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's a kind of who's available, and we don't actually know because obviously he's going to get a couple of days training. That's probably it. He's probably been there today. Then he's going to have sort of media duties, stuff like that. So it's going to be difficult to decide who's going to be in or out, and we don't know who's back. It will be interesting to see if there's any players coming back that we don't expect to come back. Kaylee Wilson again, Dawson James, Zach Tees, Rafferty 4 at the back, Spence Powell 3 up top, Gray, Nombe, Let, Biancheri. What's your team if they're fit, and how do you think Lee will pick? Yeah, I think that's a good team, what you've picked. I think that's a strong, solid team. That's if Powell's fit. It's if Spencer's fit, though. And if it's Gray fit, all them, there's question marks over. So it depends whether they're fit. That's the issue. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some team news shortly. Paul Davies put an interview out, Slayton Evans, so as soon as he was sacked. I thought that was very poor. Yeah, that's what we're going through. So I'll go through more of that quotes as well. Social media is taking Davis' work, really.
Yeah.
KB has been the front runner for info, and it's fans saying the truth, not the advertiser spin. And that's from Tony Wood. Thank you, Tony Wood. I really do appreciate that. I do get a lot of stick. But yet again, we announced the Lee Clarke before anybody else, before the club did. So we don't just chat nonsense. We do it to the best faith we can possibly do. Sometimes with transfers, it's very difficult where things happen last minute. But I mean, I think out of how many we signed in the January window, we got one wrong, I think, and the rest of them signed.
And that was the lad who went, Ryan Oney, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but Ryan Oney who went elsewhere. But I mean, we got everything right.
Lincoln, isn't he not a Lincoln?
At Lincoln, yeah.
Oh, God.
We even got what more right that I was telling for months, and people slagged me off saying we were never in for him, and then all of a sudden we signed him. No more 3-year contracts for new manager. When will Tony Stewart ever learn? Yeah, I don't think he's give that this time.
It's a short-term contract.
It's
Yeah,
the win. This is the one thing, Lee. This is the one thing, Lee, that the club has done right. Apart from doing it too late, we've just given this bloke 9
6
games.
months.
9 games, right? 9 games. It's a job interview. It's a 9-game job interview. Keeps us up, play well, bit of positivity. Maybe there's a chance for him. However, I think, listen, do I think he's the right man to take us forward? Nobody knows right now. But let's see what happens in this 9 games.
Crazy says spot on, Tom. Kaylee, let's play 4 at the back. Do you think he will play 4 at the back? I'm hoping he plays 4 at the back.
He won't stick with a 5. It's not in his philosophy to play a 5.
No chance.
So I think he will.
He played a 4 at Birmingham and he played a 4 at Huddersfield.
Russ says Bushy and the boys are the real deal. Thank you, Russ. I do appreciate that because I am human. I'm only human. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know people might think that I'm not human, but I am actually human. I do have feelings. Like, sometimes when people say I've stole a hair dye from Tesco, even though it's not true, sometimes I go in the bathroom and I start crying and think, oh no, these people are bullying me. Please stop. I don't really, but even still, I am human.
He bought the hair dye at a discounted price because he was a Tesco manager. So listen, he didn't steal it; he bought it. So
yeah, well, I got a good redundancy package to say I got sacked from Tesco. Because apparently, I got sacked from there as well. But there you go. Anyway, moving on. Need to be a 1-year rolling contracts from now on for managers. Now, I don't fully agree with that. And I don't know if you guys do.
Yeah.
I agree with this manager coming in till the end of the season. But I think if you believe you've got the right manager, then sometimes to avoid you losing that manager, because what would happen is if we had a really good manager and we got a year rolling contract, someone could just sack him and the club gets nothing at the end of that season. So the like players, you've got to protect your assets. But the problem is we're giving 3-year contracts to managers we're unsure about. So we're always unsure about Matt Hamshaw. So yeah, it's a difficult one. I just want to say again, the viewing numbers are just unbelievable. Closing in on nearly 2,000 people watching this live again on a Wednesday night when it's not even normally our night. So thank you so much for that. It does mean a lot to us. Right, I'm going to try and go through these and then we're going to go through more of the comments from Paul Davis and Matt Hamshaw as well, because Matt Hamshaw did a statement to supporters. Do you think he will play 3 strikers and 3 midfielders, Kaylee Wilson says? I'll put that to John.
I don't know. He's probably not going to know until Saturday morning what he's going to do, if I'm perfectly honest with you, Kaylee.
Yeah,
and that's the truth.
One. Yeah. RUFC Colliver, I reckon he will go for the players. For the players
that he wants. Yeah.
Guess he will. Bushy, what score Saturday? Can you get some team news? Yeah, I will try, Kaylee. We will try and get some team news for you. We always do. And what score do I think it's going to be? I mean, I'm not going to be on tomorrow night's show, actually, on Bez's show, because obviously I've done this one and I'm going to be burning myself out. So normally I would give my score prediction on them, but seeing as I'm not on that show tomorrow, I am going to go with a shock, and it's going to shock you.
Rotherham win.
It's going to be Rotherham 1. Lincoln 1, Rotherham United 1. I think we'll get a point.
Wow.
There you go. His preferred formation is 4-2-3-1 according to Transfer Market.
Yep.
Must snooze, almost midnight, working in a large brewery in Nairobi. I watched the Tusker team train, a top team here, good players. I love listening to you guys up the Millers. And yeah, thank you again for watching all the way from Nairobi. That's absolutely amazing. And thank you for your support, and get some rest. And yeah, if we're ever in Nairobi, we will come and visit you, and we'll go and watch. I reckon me and Tom should
Miller's
go and
on tour.
Tusker. Probably be better than Rotherham, to be fair. Clarke has been brought in purely for damage limitation. Tony Stewart knows it's a short-term period where he needs just to get by. Any other manager wouldn't take a 9-point deal at a club that's in our position. Lee Clarke's Red Army pubs in Rotherham will be loving the news. I think he's a layer into that Lee Clarke likes a drink. Love listening to you guys. You call a spade a spade. KTF from the Yorkshireman. Yeah, appreciate that, mate. Thank you. We must be desperate, though, if all Ayres has been recalled, and that's from Adam. I think that's a bit harsh on Ayres. I think he's only a young kid, and he's done all right when he's played. To be fair.
He's been scoring. He's been scoring on loan, has he not? I think
He'll put a shift in, won't he? He'll put a shift in.
It's something different, lads, isn't it? It is something different.
Kaylee says, where is Bez tonight? Bez will be back tomorrow night. Bez is at a family event tonight, so couldn't make it for this stream. So I'm going to go through these comments with you now. So the next comment from Paul Davis. So, but the strain was beginning to tell. He deleted the X app from his phone because the RUFC hashtag was throwing up too much abuse, and felt compelled to ask his wife and 2 daughters to stay away from matches.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'll answer that one, Lee. I think that's
nonsense.
It goes back to what I'm just saying. If you're going to be a football manager with a club like ours, it tells me that he could never manage anything higher than us. Do you know what I mean? Criticism.
It's a poor mentality. Listen, imagine, right? I would add as a guess between Sheffield Wednesday fans, Doncaster fans, Barnsley fans, who constantly send abuse to me and pictures of me with
Icky and Smith
and Icky that happened years and years ago, and personal abuse, calling me a pretty boy, gay boy, all this kind of stuff that I get on a daily basis. Like, if he can't handle that as a football manager, and I'm not paid to deal with that, yeah, he's paid to deal with that. It's part and parcel of, for me, of being
it comes with Lee. It comes with the territory.
Exactly. It comes with the territory. Managers are happy and players are happy when we're loading them up and we're giving them praise and we're giving them credit.
Yeah, 100%.
Managers are happy with that. You've got to take both sides of the coin. Pete, I'm going to come to you because you've got a sort of look on your face to say, do you agree with that? What are your thoughts on that? You're the
Say again, sorry. What question? Sorry, I'm looking at something.
He's had too much. He's had too much beer. So obviously, I've mentioned Paul Davis's quote. He's basically said he had to delete the X app, and he told his wife and daughter not to go to the games because of the stuff that's been posted about him on social media. So I've said I think it's part and parcel of being a football manager. Football managers are happy to take the praise. You've got to be able to take the criticism. I mean, I get criticized every day for this podcast, for stealing hair dye. So from I mean, 1 minute I'm broke and I don't have a job. Next minute I'm just materialistic and just care about money. And 1 minute I've got no money, and then next minute I'm buying followers and I'm buying likes and I'm buying buying everything with me no money because I got no job and I live in my grandma's basement or somewhere. But you just take it.
Listen, we're a small club. We're a small club. Can you remember when I got up, Beckham, all crap he took? Can you imagine social media around then?
Yeah,
It'd have been ridiculous, wouldn't it? Beckham had death threats. They hung him from a bridge, if you remember. He got loads of crap.
They burnt him.
Listen, I'm not even joking, right?
It's not even on the scale of Beckham, this.
I have had 3 Osman warnings. 3. And if you don't know what an Osman warning is, it's a threat to your life. Okay? So for having what? An opinion on football, having an opinion on politics, just having an opinion, people want to kill me. There you go. But does it bother me? Absolutely not. Am I going to change? Absolutely not. I just get on with it. And I've got no sympathy for a football manager that is well paid. The next one is going to blow your mind as well. So be prepared. Paul Davis also said the players, the ones he wanted anyway. So the players, the ones he wanted anyway, loved him.
You don't play him.
What?
This is, go and have a look. It's in the advertiser. He said the players, the ones that he wanted.
I can't read it. I'm blocked.
Yeah, the ones he wanted anyway loved him.
That's his actual quote.
He don't play him though. He's playing Evans players.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh my word!
Oh God.
No, so I'll come in here. Basically, what happened in January? He was trying to offload people, and he told them, "If you don't go now, you're gone at the end of the season." Hence why they downed tools, as it were. There's also another quote, which I'm sure you're going to come to, Lee, where he says he was asked to draw up a 3-year plan.
Yeah,
sat in a drawer or something, right? I'm sorry, Paul Davis, and I am going to call you out on this. Why were you not writing about this weeks ago, right? You're a journalist. If you knew all this information, right? Why were you not writing about this weeks ago to help Mr. Hamshaw out? Obviously, your best mate. Listen, it was
from Rotherham.
It was honestly, Paul Davis is not a journalist. If this was Steve Evans, he'd be the other side of the coin right now. He'd be like relief for Rotherham United as Evans has been sacked.
Yeah, and he also said that 3-year plan remained in the drawer. So
in a drawer,
yeah.
What for National League? 3-year plan for National League, what it?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
What I would say with that, Tom, is just to, Paul Davis has got a story coming soon, so just hold on, mate.
You know what? He doesn't. Paul Davis needn't even write a bloody story.
No, it's coming soon, though. It's coming soon. That's his line. It's coming soon.
We make the news and we break the news.
It's always coming soon, but it comes that too late because I come in, drop the news, and then he's irrelevant again. Top score. This was another quote, so don't beat me for these quotes. I've said them.
Sport, I've seen it.
Top scorer Sam Nombe was so loyal he had no issue with remaining until the summer before being sold. Yet there was a split in the camp as some of the older players taking up most of the money found themselves losing their status and not feeling, even when they were in the side, part of the new age.
Well,
so what is that, like Hugel, etc. then?
Fucking hell. I honestly, right? Paul Davis has kept all this under wraps, has he? Kept it under wraps. Why didn't he put this out 2-3 months ago? Why didn't he say this? No.
Wait, just say the quote again, Lee, so I can get my head around it, please.
So top scorer Sam Nombe, he was so loyal, he had no issue with remaining until the summer before being sold. Yet there was a split in the camp as some of the older players taking up most of the wage, the money, found themselves losing their status and not feeling, even though they was in the side, part of the new age.
So that's Digger Hugo, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it's a dig at Hugo, it's a dig at Rafferty, even though he gave Rafferty the captain. It's a dig at Dawson, even though Dawson's played the majority of the season.
Well, he's
his
on the
own.
highest wage, so isn't he, Hugo?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy that's weird. What the fuck?
Any thoughts on that? No, move on.
No.
Phil Smith, the new man on the board, was a big ally. It wasn't enough to save him.
No shit, because I'll tell you what, he's the biggest ally of them all, right? That other channel that talk about us, right, still have that pinned on their thing. The #1 podcast, Phil Smith, 2026. Or whatever. Come on, guys. And you know what? I want to say something right now. Phil Smith, hello, Phil. We know you watch, Uncle Phil, right? We know you're watching, mate. You're the reason that your best mate Hamshaw got put through a couple more, another month, 6 weeks of shite because you mentioned that we'll come on a certain other channel at the end of the season and say, I told you so, I told you so. So he's massively complicit. And Phil Smith got overruled by Douglas and Stewart and Karen. Wow. How are you feeling now, Phil Smith? I bet you're feeling stupid because you should feel stupid, right? Unbelievable.
Brilliant, Tom. Love
Was
it.
it a vote then? Is that how it was? It a vote to sack him then? Is that?
Well, it must have been. It'd have been a board decision. Board decision. Yeah.
Board decision.
Fucking hell. So he's been outvoted. Yikes.
Easy.
So he also goes on to say, what next? Who knows? Many of Rotherham's troubles don't lie at management level.
Oh, dear. Oh, has he said that, has he, Davis? Oh,
Yeah.
well, best not be going to the New York Stadium tomorrow to interview our
Lee
new
Clarke.
gaffer.
Lee Clarke.
And that's the bit where he said,
Clarke.
soon after his arrival, the boss was tasked with drawing up a 3-year plan. They lay in the drawers because nobody subsequently asked to see it.
So Paul Davis will be banned from Rotherham now. Imagine if we said this. Imagine if we said that nobody wanted to see Matt Hamshaw's 3-year plan at the club. Right? Hang on. So Paul Davis has put that on the advertiser or whatever. Right? Whatever.
Does he get a ban?
Is he going to get a ban now, is he? He slagged the club off.
It gets better. It gets better. I've got more. I've got more, boys. Got more.
Okay.
There has been genuine progress in the football setup, too much of which has remained unseen. A new man will walk into a better situation than he did.
Yeah, they've got first aid kits dotted around the stadium now. So at least they can put plasters on them or something. Come on. I mean, it's so stupid. If I was Clarkey tomorrow, I'd be banning Davis. I'd be banning Sheffield, BBC Radio Sheffield, banning them all. I'd be saying to the board, you do not get involved with anything here. Leave me, my players. The physios, stay away from my players. I'll massage them myself.
Was Burberry gone? Was Burberry gone as well, or what?
No, not yet.
No.
Hang on, I've got more, boys. There's more of this nonsense. There's more of this nonsense to come. Hamshaw may never be seen in management again. No shit, Sherlock.
Exactly.
He's lost. The guy couldn't manage McDonald's, let alone a football club. I won't put him on the trolleys at Tesco. I won't put him on the security because he wouldn't have found me nicking hair dye. You know what I mean? The guy's a plonker.
They would have. He'd have sent 5 at you.
Jesus. But he will continue to be a coach of huge standing and won't be short of offers of employment once he's taken a holiday to see his bruised mind and aching heart. I shit you know, I'm not even making this up. Like, you know, if I was going to troll Davis and make something up, I would make up that he's wrote this to make him look an idiot. but he's actually wrote it. Like, I'm not winding you up with this. This is on the article, honestly. So, yeah. So he's going to go on holiday and to ease his bruised mind and aching heart. Any thoughts, guys? Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart. I just don't think you understand. And if you break my heart, my achy breaky heart, you might go up and blow this man. Woo! Yeah, come on, Davis. What are you saying? You absolute muppet. What is this? Where have you got this from? Has AI done you dirty? Has AI done you dirty, mate? Have you got AI to write you this? Because this is absolute puerile. And I've got more, boys. I haven't finished with this party. Yeah, the party continues. Here we go. On to the next bit. Today is a sad day. No, it's not, baby. It's not a sad day. It's a good day. Yeah, it's a sad day. Yeah, someone's died. Maybe in the end it had to happen, but it's tough to see a good man suffer. A diminished budget, injuries, and the wrath of the crowd. They all did for him. They all did it for him in the end. So
no, he was getting fucking thumped 5-0 yesterday. That did it.
We're to blame again, are we?
So he's basically blaming the fans in the end, yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Quick one, Bushy. For Midlist Thursday, say to Bez, let's get. I'm not seeing it. I can't remember it. Let's get Mr. Davis's write-up of the Steve Evans sacking last season and compare them.
Oh, you should.
Yeah. I might actually do a show about that.
That's a great idea.
Right. So, any thoughts on that, boys?
Well, yes, it's quite clear that Paul really liked Matt, and Matt was really accommodating to Paul, and Paul and Matt are best friends, and Paul and Matt go for walks in the meadows, and Paul and Matt, play
Paul and
table
Matt
tennis.
lived ever after.
Yeah.
If there's ever a global pandemic again and toilet paper is running out, I may have to use the advertiser to wipe my ass with. That's all I'm going to say.
Terrible. Right, I'm going to go through some comments and then we're going to read Matt's final statement and then we're going to go on to a bit of Lee Clarke and then we'll finish up. So, the Yorkshireman, I think he needs a doctor for his mental health. The man looked broken, to be honest. Jan Bibia, so Bib Boy throws them out and was not a nice chap, a weasel behind the doors. Yeah, absolutely true. Which I was reporting for months. To be fair,
well, just on that point, actually, it was the first time. It was the away day the other night, and he said one of the comments, paraphrase, he was like, "You guys don't see the real me," and I thought, what actually is going on here? So he's portraying something to the fans, but going back in changing room and being a completely different person, like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, I told you he wasn't liked. He's not liked by the players' parents and all sorts of stuff. People have been made out to believe this farade about him, which is nonsense. But it's all been media spin. RUFC, he was a good coach in 2021, for example. Awful manager. Hope he moves on and gets settled somewhere. Kaylee Wilson, can you get some team news for how many players you think's back on Saturday? Yeah, I will try. Rotherham Gaming's just laughing. I'm assuming it's at the
karaoke.
Called my singing, probably. What happened to Hugo? Completely disappeared. He's injured apparently, but we will see if he is. One of our members has commented, Miller's mad is in the chat. Can't wait for 3 years' time when Rotherham fans are asking for Hammy back. I can't see that, but you never know with our fan base. Miller's mad, that must be the worst comment I've ever read. You're definitely living up to your name. Some clowns that used to be on Miller's mad. Let's hope Clarke gets them fired up and playing with some more aggression. That's from John Staniforth. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what we need, some aggression. Steve Watson coming in. What would be a welcome to help the defenders out. Clarke has worked with him in the past. Yeah, good shout from Adam that he has worked with him in the past. He's a good defensive coach as well. And I think
quick one though, Lee. Well, Adam's best mate's been sacked. So can Adam update us on what he's up to now?
Yeah, actually, Adam, I am actually happy that you are in the chat, mate, because I was going to do a welfare check for you. Because you told me Big Boy was cooking. You told me, and you never did your forfeit. So you need to come on here in your missus's bras and pants. In fact, you ain't got a missus, so you got to come on naked.
No, don't do that. This channel's doing well. Let's not,
Yeah. Maybe we don't let him come on.
No, he's welcome to come on. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying not naked.
Just naked.
Yeah.
We don't want him naked, do we? Surely.
Well, he's done it in his pants before, hasn't he? So,
Yeah. Clarke likes to fight and hard work.
Yep.
Good. Got Bury fighting years ago and they survived. So he has been used to a relegation battle. So that is a great comment from Andrew.
Yeah. It's one of the best. It's one of my best mates, that Lee.
Yeah. So it's great.
How many?
That star.
He was one of the best men.
Did he keep Birmingham up as well?
Yeah, he kept Birmingham up, and then he did quite well. He did okay at Huddersfield. He didn't keep.
He did good at Kilmarnock as well.
Yeah.
Me and my brother go to a lot of away games this season, and every time we lost, nearing the end, he would run down the tunnel. He was a coward, and he had the cheek to blame the fans. And I agree with Grundog there as well, because he is a bit of a coward. And I was told that at the end of the season, I don't think he'll be allowed to bring anybody in. Clarke has fight, yeah. So yeah, that is a pretty weird situation going on tonight. So
everyone's just so happy Hamshaw's been sacked.
What's that?
Everyone's just so happy Hamshaw's been sacked.
Yeah, totally agree. Kimberly Ellis, wishful thinking, but I'd like to think Lee Clarke will save us from relegation like he did Birmingham in 2014. Yeah, totally agree with you, Kimberly. He also did it with Bury as well. So he is the man to firefight. So really, we do have to praise the club for making this appointment and doing it quickly, because we could have gone into the weekend with Dale Tong in charge and Wood, and I don't think we would have seen any change. I think the club have done the right thing. So we're quick to judge the club and slag the club off, but we have to be there. This actually is our competent club should act. So well done to the football club in moving fastly with that. I thought you was on the radio, Tom. Yeah, Tom was on the radio. See, he's a bit of a traitor, man, because I'm banned from Radio Sheffield, right? And I've told him he's got to say something about me on there, and he daren't because he knows they're going to ban it. As soon as he says my name, he's getting banned.
No, Lee, basically, I go on because I listen to all the opinions of the people that come on. Tonight, to be fair to Radio Chef, it was all Rotherham fans. They're all slightly deluded. So I thought, I'm going to go on again. And I just basically said, Lee Clarke's from White Army, let's have a go. Because everybody was negative about Lee Clarke on the radio tonight, effectively.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, sod this. Come on, let's get behind the lad. It's not his fault. Let's get behind him.
We've had a lot of votes on our poll, which I put in the chat. And I put it happy with Lee Clarke till the end of the season. So far, the poll is at 73% saying yes and 27% saying no. So most fans are happy with the appointment. Jamie Morris, be interesting to see how many injured players will be fit on Saturday. Yeah, agree. He was good, Bushy. Well done, Tom. So Tom was good on there, apparently. So well done, Tom.
Cheers, Ash, mate. Hope the leg's feeling better, pal.
The guy masturbating in the chat is Matt Hamshaw celebrating his payday. He looked like Matt Hamshaw's physique, to be fair. He had that belly angle before.
No.
it could have been Matt Hamshaw, to be fair.
Trying to get us cancelled.
Yang Biera, Fan King, Football Hot.
I think they're emotes.
Yeah.
I think they're little emotes. Yeah, they're little emotes that they come up.
Oh, and we've got we have got the emoji, because obviously
That's Adam's. That's Adam's mate from the Bulgarian league, whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So we're going to go on to Matt Hamshaw's comment. So bear with me with this, because this is his parting statement to the club. So
Lee, I'm going to have to dip. All right, I am.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Nice
for
to see you all,
on,
lads.
John.
Much love.
Appreciated. Big fan of the channel is John. So always like to catch up with John. Right. So this is what Matt Hamshaw had to say. To the supporters of Rotherham United, I feel compelled to write you the following today news. It's tiny this. This time by the manager of Rotherham United will come to an end. I want to start by saying thank you. It has been a huge honour, and I'm sorry that it hasn't turned out the way we all wanted in the season. I will be forever grateful to the chairman and to the board for offering me an opportunity to put Rotherham United badge and lead the club as the manager. For the very first time, I had the chance to do it that away at Northampton Town last year. I recognise the privilege of my position and tried to approach every single day with 100% commitment and in the way that our fans and family would be proud of. Sometimes, no matter how much you want and desire you have, football can be cruel and things don't work out. I will always look back fondly on my memories and we managed to create together. And while I wish there had been loads more days like the night in Northampton, the South Yorkshire Derby win at Barnsley, and more recently, the afternoon in Exeter, stand out as highlights and memories that I will cherish as someone who will be forever a Millers fan. I felt as though we have made small strides to a big transitionary period for the club, but not really as big as I'd have liked. There's been a number of challenges that hampered the positive changes, and we tried to make on and off the field, with injuries being the obvious headline. But I don't want to sit here and write excuses, but you are. I made continuous promise to try and deliver football that our fans would be proud of. And whilst we have done that on occasions, I'm very much aware that defeat last night and the manner of it wasn't the representation of the DNA I wanted this team to deliver. I know that the lads don't too. It has been a pleasure to walk through the doors at Roundwood and work with some incredibly talented individuals, both on playing side and among the staff and club. I want to thank you for their support throughout my tenure. As much as it's been a privilege to be the manager here, as someone who loves coaching, having the chance to work with talented young players like Dan Gore and Harry Gay, just to name a few, have been fantastic. And I've been fortunate football club to have represented the badge. Last couple of months have been tough. They've taken its toll on all of us, staff, players, and most importantly, the fans. I've been guilty of allowing to extend into my personal and family life, and I want to extend my gratitude to them for their patience in standing by me even in the darkest moments. I will never lose my love for football club. I've said in my interview last night, I will doubt be amongst the Millers fans standing again one day. I appreciate that. For some, that will not be something they want to hear. I'm confident that after a chat with any Miller on the terraces, they will agree that I wasn't unsuccessful in this role through the lack of effort and determination. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the club and the opportunity, their permission to post this letter and to close the fan base who wanted to work out how much I did. Matt Hamshaw.
And cheers for the £250,000. That'll keep me going for the next 2 years. My thoughts on that, Lee. Right, listen, fair play. He's put something out there. Listen, look, what's done is done. He's gone. He's going to go on holiday now. As I said earlier, it's not like he's lost his job and he's having to go and sign on the dole tomorrow, right? He's been paid off. The violin emojis were brilliant there, by the way.
Yeah,
All right,
violin from the Yorkshire man.
Exactly. So listen, like Pete said, and you Bushy have said, Pete said in the past, if we're bad at his job and we're underperforming, we get sacked. We don't get this payoff because we get sacked. We have to then go and find another job to pay for food, bills, electricity, gas, blah, 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 whatever, right? So, listen, he's fine now. He's going on holiday. He can go and sun up for a bit. He could probably take the next 2 years off if he wanted to. But no, he's going to come back. He'll get a job in coaching, blah, 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 right? He ain't going to be in the terraces watching Rotherham United. That is not happening, right? It's not happening. This was a spin from the likes of Davis, Radio Sheffield, the club, as it were. Let's not forget when Ronnie Moore got the job at Derby County, who quickly followed him? Matt Hamshaw, right?
Yeah.
Hammy should have stuck behind and said, hang on, I want to stay here. Oh, this is my club. I love it. But he didn't, did he? I know that's what I would do if I was a coach of Hamshaw's standard and Warren and Barker leave to go to Derby County. I'd be saying, hang on, I want to stay here as a coach. This is my club. I love this club. Please let me stay. But he didn't. So, listen, he's been paid off a 3-year contract. Happy days. Yep, some hurting words, a couple of videos, and that's the end of it. So that's my opinion on that, mate.
Yeah, to me, he plotted his own downfall for me, playing 3 at back every week. Everybody could see it, couldn't they? Everybody. Maybe if he changed style of play, it might have still been a job. You know what I mean? He's plotted his own downfall for me. Nobody wanted that 3 at back. Players couldn't play it, could they? Players
No.
looked lost. Like, obviously, last night when Powell walked off, there was nothing wrong with him. They were limping, then all of a sudden walked off. I thought, not wrong with you, Powell. He'll be playing Saturday. Guaranteed.
Pete, I'm with you on that one, mate. And do you know what? I'm going to liken this to another United, right? Ruben Amorim, who persisted to play this 3 at the back nonsense, right? And he died on that sword, right? And he got sacked. And then the system changed, and Manchester United, albeit we're in totally different realms here, he just refused to change it, Pete. And yeah, I'm with you on that, pal, 100%.
And then 2 penalties we get away last night. They were blatantly, they knew what the win players there for me.
100%.
They down tools, yeah, down tools for me. And they shouldn't do that. You don't do it at work, do you? I won't do it. So I don't know why they're doing it for me. I don't know. It didn't look good, did it? Especially that Baptiste one. To tackle the element.
They did it. I genuinely think they thought, sod this, we don't care anymore. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. With you. I just wish they'd done that 6-7 weeks ago.
Yeah, but waiting for a thumping, wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through some comments. God bless King Ronnie. What a club legend. Yeah, totally agree. The club needs to get that statue built as somebody.
Another thing with Ronnie Bushy, get him as director of football for me. Get him in now.
Yeah, I
Give
would
him a
as
job.
well.
Yeah, he talks well, doesn't he?
Someone's celebrating a bit too far there. I think that's our masturbating friend. That Anana will be the same bloke. Happy Clapper or Wednesday fan trying to troll. Strange way of trolling, but sure. He was good, yeah. And players, I think we've done these ones. I think Lee Clarke went on a 45 unbeaten run with Huddersfield as well when he was manager there. Is Matt Hamshaw celebrating his payoff?
I would be.
Do you reckon Tonga and Woody will stay now Hamshaw's gone?
I'll get rid of a lot. Get rid of a lot.
Yeah, I think they'll get rid of the lot when... I don't think they'll go just yet. I think they'll go at the end of the season when the permanent manager comes in. Ash says, that's my dad, Tom, but I'm here too. Getting their thanks, mate.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, pal.
Kaylee, Bushy, do you have any team news? Bushy, what's your guess on how many players will be back up? Do you think be back up, Bushy?
I think we've done that, Bushy, haven't we?
Yeah. Ronnie is the king, and that's for Yang Bibia, who's a member as well. So thank you for being a member as well. Will the content on this page drop now, Matt Hamshaw's been sacked?
No.
Very much doubt so. I mean, he's been sacked and we've still got thousands viewing us right now. So I would doubt that either, but you never know. People may not like us content and not watch us anymore. You don't know. I can never predict the future. If I could, I'd be picking the lottery numbers. Decent managers wouldn't accept a 1-year rolling contract, and I agree with Kelly Forbobs on that. I don't think they would. Violins, we've seen that one.
Here's one for you, Lee. Here's one for you.
Paul says, gutted, not because Hamshaw's not gone, because I won't see Turbo Tam getting dressed up and singing a song. You can see him. I have got an AI version of this happening. Tom kind of likes it. If he cared, he would give his payback money back.
Yeah, that's right.
For you here, Tom. Tom, you are a hypocrite who was on Radio Sheffield tonight, yet you and your hero, King Bush, have slaughtered the bloke and his family for months. Leave the bloke alone now.
Hang on, let me read that again. Tom, you're a hypocrite who was on Radio Sheffield tonight, yet you and your hero, King Bush, have slaughtered the bloke and his family for months. We've not slaughtered his family. We're on about either. We've never said anything about his family. We've slaughtered his family.
I think, but either, rather than hide behind somebody, a picture that isn't you, yeah, why don't you come on now in the live and have a debate with us? That's what sensible people do, yeah? So if you want to make accusations that we've slated the bloke's family,
which we have not.
I don't even know any of his family. So that's a nonsense. And I've just criticised the manager that's been underperforming. So if you want to debate me on Matt Hamshaw's record as a football manager, you're more than welcome to pop on, darling. Come on.
No, I think
in fact, I'll even let Tom debate you.
Easily. Either. Yeah. Is that a picture
Either
of
or, you can pick your poison. Pick your poison. Who do you want to debate, me or Tom? Because you're clearly a hater. Because you want, will the channel's views go down because Matt Hamshaw's not being sacked? Oh, he's being sacked. No, they won't go down either. Because Muppets like you who hate us still want to watch us. So thanks again, Ivor, for watching. It's been emotional.
But Ivor, what I want to say to you, Ivor, we have never once slated Matt Hamshaw's family. Right?
Yeah, where's that come from?
Exactly.
I'd seen somebody tag Matt Hamshaw's dad in something, and I went to look at it.
Yeah.
I went to look at it, and Matt Hamshaw's dad's blocked us. So I said, how has this guy blocked us? I didn't even know his dad was on it. Like, how have I blocked him? You're right there, Tom. Warney left when he was in a decent position. Why not put his name in the hat then? Wishing Ronnie all the best tomorrow with his last chemo treatment at Hamshaw tomorrow. All the best, Ronnie. We're all with you. And we do sentiment that as well. So, King Ronnie, all the best, mate, to you and your family. I hope everything goes all right. I know exactly how his family are feeling because I've had that with my own dad. And it is horrible. So I do wish Ronnie all the best. And I really do hope the club, rather than just listen to the negative stuff we post about managers, why don't they listen to the positive stuff we've posted about getting this man a statue at the stadium and sorting an academy out as well. But you want to mention everything that's negative, but football managers do get negative reactions. If you don't like that, it's about time you watched a different sport. Crazy says, Matt Hamshaw We've gone backwards since day one you took over. You were smiling last night while we were getting hammered at a very poor Peterborough side, you clown. You can't even acknowledge the Rotherham fans. Absolutely pathetic behaviour not to acknowledge our fans. Last night, you absolute clown. You should have been sacked a long time ago. No passion, no idea, not a Rotherham United way. Good riddance. So that's a very strong, very accurate.
I blame
assessment
the
agree.
club league. I blame the club league. The club should have removed him from his position 2 months ago. So,
yeah, totally agree. It's a disgrace. The only thing the club has done is give him a couple of photos on the pitch with the Poundland crown. Yeah, agreed, mate.
yeah, run him off. Yeah, run him off. Yeah.
Hey lads, thanks for having me. Lee Mersey's messaged me about the incident 1 hour 14th reference. Yeah, can you just ask Mers what I do? Because I've never experienced somebody putting the penis out. So I just need to know what I need to do. It's a bit of an odd one. Hey Lee, these are member only initiations, dude. I also get a birthday card on my birthday, August the 8th. Yeah, we'll get him a birthday card, August the 8th. So yeah, the emojis that I've put on there. But they're hard to see on StreamYard. They look a lot better when they come in. I'm looking on here now on the actual chat. They look better than they do on here because they look odd on the StreamYard one. I don't know if I can change them a bit, but yeah. Thank you for your membership as well. Really do appreciate it. We are going to be having some members only content coming as well. So only members will get some of that content as well now. And there will be members only chat as well.
You'll get me in a bra and knickers and what have you. So sign up.
So we've got over 2,000 people still watching us. 1,392 of those are watching on YouTube. Because I've obviously got my over here, so it shows me the YouTube stuff. I think everybody's disappointed tonight not to see calling you Adam then, Tom in his bra. But we will get him in that one day. Was it the same guy you wouldn't let in the first time, Lee? No, the guy Ivor. No, I don't think it was, unless he was to come under a different name. I don't think it was the guy that was sort of playing with himself in the chat. Still can't believe that happened. No worries, lads. Off to bed. Onwards and upwards. Up the Millers. Rate chuffed. Hamshaw's gone. Rotherham may still go down, but life goes on. Let's get behind the lads for the last 9 games.
Hey, Sarah.
Yes, Sarah. We're back at Wembley, up the Millers. Yeah, we need to be positive for these last 9 games, I think, and hopefully we can turn it around. I mean, if you look at the fixtures, for me, there's some winnable games in there after Lincoln, and I've got a funny feeling we might nick a point at Lincoln and upset the apple cart, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong in the past, so we'll see. Right, we're going to wrap it up there because we've gone on 38 minutes longer than we should have gone on. We were meant to be here till 9.
I thought this would be a short one tonight.
I do apologise to Pete and Tom. I just want to firstly quickly just say at the very end, do you still think we're going to get relegated? So obviously on last night's show, we all said we're definitely down now. It's too late. Now we've got a new manager in. Does that change the landscape, or do you still think it's too late? I'll start with you, Pete.
Yeah, we're down. Ask me after Lincoln game. That's all I can say. I don't know, mate. It's a tough one, isn't it? I don't know, mate. Ask me after Lincoln.
And Tom? Doesn't look doesn't look like Ivor's going to come on and debate us. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think we're going to survive?
Is Ivor the master debater? That's a joke, right? So, listen. Yes. Do you know what? Rallying call. We can stay up. Let's go and do a job on Lincoln on Saturday, right? Then we've got Stevenage Good Friday, right? Winnable again. Right, and then we've got a couple of weeks off. in that couple of weeks, let's get the boys on the training pitch. Let's get some injuries back, and let's have a right push to try and stay in this league, because I think it's imperative. So yes, I do think we can stay up.
Yeah, well done, lads. Great show as always. Thanks, Up the Millers. URF lads, what have I just seen on Twitter? Why did someone have their dick out? Because somebody came in the chat and decided to expose themselves, which is a bit strange.
And we're going to investigate who they are, so we'll find them.
P.S. I don't hide. I never have. Most people know who I am. My name is profile is genuine. Okay, if you're genuine, Ivor, whatever you're called, Ivor Hillman. If you're genuine, come on, debaters.
Yeah, please,
Ivor.
Yeah, come on, mate. Come on,
debaters.
Tomorrow's night show. Come on, mate.
Yeah, you can come on tomorrow's night show. Come and debate us. It's not a problem. Well done. Great show as always. Thanks.
Go on, Crazy.
Top lads as always. Brilliant stream. Keep fighting the good fight, lads. Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Like I said, thank you for everybody watching. Thank you, everybody on the live. Thank you, everybody. Apart from the person that got his penis out, I mean, you need to have a look at your life and decide whether you should still be on this planet, to be honest. It's just nonsense when you're doing stuff like that. So you need to be ashamed of yourself.
A quick one. Apologies to any young viewers tonight, which you exposed your penis to. It is bang out of order, right? So have a word with yourself.
Absolute wrong
think
one.
About it.
Absolute wrong one. I will actually be reporting that. I'm going to get 100%. This stream, and I will report it to the police as well, because
my daughter watches this. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely, you're an absolute filthy scumbag doing that. There's people's daughters watch this, and you really need to take a good look at your life. You're an absolute wrong, and you should be on the sex register, because.
Well, I think that they could be for doing that.
Yeah, you probably are. Yeah. So hopefully we can find this person and report it to the authorities that there's no place on a podcast for behaviour like that. This manager looks serious, unlike Hamshaw, so fingers crossed it will be football focused. Bushy, can you check the team news? As I'm sure, been out with his little cock out. I think so, yeah. Some of his mates have been on there. Reckon it was a video pulled from a website, Bush. No way they'd do that. And if they did, it's strange. Yeah. Whether they've pulled it from a website, whether they've done it themselves, is just absolutely disgusting, really. And there's no place in that. I mean, we have families watch this show, so sort your lives out, boys or girls or whatever. You've done it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tom and Bez will be back tomorrow for the Thursday night show. That will be more a preview of the Lincoln game.
Negative bra, no bras.
No bras. Thank you for watching, and as always, up the Millers.
Go on.